The Supreme Court is temporarily blocking a Texas law that would allow police to arrest people suspected of crossing the border from Mexico illegally.
The law would make border crossings illegal and punishable with jail time and would significantly increase the number of deportations. At least that was the goal. The Department of Justice, civil rights groups as well have sued, saying that this is unconstitutional and could ultimately lead to racial profiling. Joining us now, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. AG, welcome back to National Report. Thanks for coming on. Again, the Supreme Court sort of putting this on hold. What do you anticipate happens next?
So we'll be back at the trial court level with the actual merits of the case, making the argument. I think it's a pretty simple argument that the federal government is not going to enforce federal law, and not just not enforce it, but actually invite the cartels to bring as many people here as possible, that states have a right to protect their citizens from the harm that that creates, which we know there's a lot of great harm that occurs, not just financial, but also we have issues with crime and potential terrorism and drugs and kids dying from fentanyl overdoses. And in my opinion, there's no way that any state, including Texas, would have joined the union if the deal was, hey, the federal government's going to pass a law that says they're going to protect you, but if they don't enforce it, sorry, you can't protect yourselves. There's no way that any state would have joined under that scenario.
Yeah, obviously Texas having different challenges than Nebraska or any other landlocked state. Just for an example, you sharing a border, a massive border there with Mexico, tasked with the safety of the border of the United States there and those coming across illegally. Again, that is temporarily blocked by the Supreme Court, that enforcement put in place. I wanted to pivot, if I can, with you, AG, to this. Tennessee deploying National Guard members to the southern border. This coming as Republican governors continuing to support your state in its showdown with the Biden administration over immigration policies. The governor of Tennessee, Bill Lee, he was in Eagle Pass last month, seeing the crisis firsthand, even spoke out on X, formerly Twitter, writing, quote, "America continues to face an unprecedented border crisis, and people nationwide are experiencing the devastating consequences of rising crime, drug trafficking, human trafficking. Despite the federal government's inaction, Tennesseans are stepping up to secure the border." What message is this sending, do you think, to the White House? Tennessee jumping in to send National Guard troops to the border. I know Florida stepped up as well, but other states are coming to Texas's aid.
Well, look, I think it's a good sign. I don't think the White House cares. And it's not just that there's inaction on the White House part. They're actually affirmatively encouraging illegal immigration and encouraging the cartels to bring people here as fast as possible. Because remember, it used to be the border was a hard place to cross. You had to hide from Border Patrol. Under the Biden administration, there's advertising done that you don't have to hide. Just turn yourself in and we'll help you. So it's a completely different scenario than just inaction. It's actually helping the cartels accomplish their goals, which is get as many people here as possible. But we love that other states are speaking out. I think it does send a message to the entire country, to the courts, that it is not just the border states, that other states are being impacted by this, and that it really does matter. And if the courts are not going to protect us when our states are trying to do that, then we have a real problem. We have no way to defend ourselves.